it's Miriam with Engadget, and I'm here with John Rinaldi of Motorola, who's going to give us a walkthrough the Atrix by Motorola for AT&T. And so we're going to get to see the dock, the phone itself, the dock, and the actual laptop dock.
Great, thank you for stopping by. This is the Motorola Atrix 4G. It is the first dual-core processing unit, smartphone, in the marketplace with a gig of DDR2 RAM, bringing all of that PC-type power now into a mobile, and trying to do something more than just drive fast experiences here on the mobile. We believe it's the most powerful smartphone in the world, but now we want to take that horsepower and really extend it off of the glass and start extending it to other screens and other accessories around you. So the first dock that you're going to see here is the HD dock. On the back of here you see a number of different USB ports as well as an HDMI and power supply. This allows me to connect it up to a monitor, up to an HD TV, and the like. You'll see that these USB peripherals are connected to a keyboard and a mouse, so that allows for a desktop-like experience when I dock it. So as I dock the device, it will detect that it's inside of the dock. Quickly unlock it. And you'll see a number of different applications that are available to me. We'll talk a little bit later about Entertainment Center, and we'll focus in on the web top experience. And now your attention is going to be shifted from the phone up to the big screen. Now what you're going to see here for the very, very first time that you boot your phone, you will see a slight lag as the web top application loads. After that first time, everything will be instantaneously. That experience will instantaneously pop on, and your sessions will continue. So before we started this video, we actually power cycled the phone, and you'll see when I brought the Firefox browser up, it re-brought me back to everything that I was browsing to previously. So all of my pages came back to me inside of the Firefox browser. This is a full Firefox browser, one you'd come to expect from a PC. This is a PC-grade version, not a mobile version. You'll see the number of different tabs up on top and a resolution that you come to expect from a PC version. You can go full screen. You can type F11 on the keyboard and go full screen. So you could browse this, and let's say on your couch with a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. Go ahead and exit out of that. My mouse got taken, sorry, over here. Along the top you'll see that Flash has been integrated in here as well, full Flash 10 inside of Firefox. All of the full desktop versions of web pages are loading. I have access to Google Mail and different types of cloud computing environments, so I have access to Google Docs and other ways to access documents. We also have a file manager, so if I want to save documents locally to the phone, I can do that. If I don't want to store them in the cloud, I don't have to. I can save them right down to the phone. And that also allows me to edit them offline. So if I'm not available and online connected to Google Docs, I can just quickly double-click on that Excel spreadsheet, and up will come that spreadsheet up inside of what we call the mobile view. And what's really interesting about this is that anything in your phone is always available to you within this window. So whether you get an incoming phone call, want to make a phone call, send a text message, all your phone capabilities, your traditional phone capabilities, are always available to you. And you can even go full screen to start now editing in some of that. That full screen experience also allows me to do things like Angry Birds. So if I wanted to play Angry Birds full screen, I could do that just as well. Along the top of mobile view, the more applications I launch, mimicking the layout that you have on the web top experience, you have additional tabs that will be instantiated. This is kind of switching between them. If I want to really do some interesting multitasking, I can do Alt-Tab, and if you go look at the screen, you should see some pretty slick transitions in terms of window switching. So moving in between the phone and a window, moving in between documents, moving in between Google Docs. And for enterprises, we actually have also integrated in Citrix. If you wouldn't mind just turning away for a second while I put in my login and password.
Look at your beautiful face.
Oh, thank you. Yes. There you go. That should do the trick. So we realize that for most consumers, we will have 80 to 90% of everything they want to do on a PC is available through the browser. and through cloud-based applications. But for enterprises, we realize that there still is a need for very rich Office document creation, particularly for enterprises that have things like CAD tools and larger application environments that clearly wouldn't run on this type of platform. You have virtualization of Windows through the enterprise. Again, this is through a Citrix server that would be available through an enterprise that deployed Citrix. And what you'll see here is everything that you come to expect on a Windows desktop, all powered by Citrix. And here you even see I've got PowerPoint, the full version of PowerPoint. I have a GoToMeeting, so this is actually another PC in the booth running a meeting and then you'll see that I've got the ability to multitask and actually minimize my enterprise window or my enterprise virtual desktop and go right back into my web-top experience, really allowing me to go kind of the entire span from very lightweight computing to very heavy computing from the enterprise.
So can you show us now how you can pull this out and dock it into the laptop?
Absolutely. So like we said before, after the very first time, this is always running in the background, and so that session is going to automatically be restored as soon as I put this into another dock or even put that into that dock. And when I undock it, my phone Spirix comes back to life. Up on screen here, you'll see WebTop Connector. These were all of the web pages that you saw up in tabs in Firefox, now available to me on the mobile side. So if I was checking in online and I got halfway through, I could kind of continue that check-in on the mobile side if I wanted to. And then I'll move over to the other dock, which is the laptop dock. This is really meant for the consumer that wants to take content on the go. So on the train, on the plane, somewhere where they don't have a large monitor or TV available. So I'm going to go ahead and just dock that in the back. And what you're seeing is a USB and HDMI connector. What that allows me to do is not only port out all of the video, but also charge the device. So as it's in the dock, it's actually charging the phone at the same time, which means if I'm working online or I'm working offline on the plane, if I land, my phone isn't depleted. I'm not at 0 battery. I'm actually at 100%. And you'll see everything is restored right back to where it was. We have a trackpad available for scrolling, and entry, left and right mouse, 2-finger for scrolling down.
So this is 4G phone, right?
And everything that you saw previously is now available to you in the mobile version as well.
Well, that's awesome. Thanks so much. Can you tell us about the remote, perhaps?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a remote control that we've developed for more family room type of entertainment and enjoyment. So if you were to have, let's say, local content that you wanted to watch with your family, video of your kids, photos, music, whatever that may be, I'm actually going to undock and move back to the HD dock again. And again, phone comes back. I'm going to go ahead and dock that back in. And this time, instead of selecting the WebTop application, I'm going to select the entertainment application, the entertainment center. Now, what you're going to see is a controller on the phone itself. This gives me 2 different UIs. A controller here, and now a kind of a 10-foot-like UI, one that can be enjoyed from the couch on your TV or monitor. Now, I'm not always going to be next to my phone because I want to sit down and enjoy this, and so this is where the remote control comes into play. I'm just going to point this directly at the dock, and there's a little infrared sensor at the bottom, and now I can navigate and view videos, I can view photos, whatever that is. I have a number of different keys available to me. I can go back to WebTop if I'd like. I'll go into videos and show you some of the capabilities of video playback. So you're seeing HD decoding on the screen here. And this allows, because of the architecture of the system, you're not competing for resources here. So you're not, if you're having emails being synced in the background, none of this is going to be affected in terms of performance. And I'm just going to now use the controller here to exit out. Also, I can do things like pause and fast forward. Of course, now that I say this, my remote stopped working. It always happens during a demo.
But you can use the screen anyway.
Yeah, everything kind of seemed to freeze, unfortunately.
Well,
I think you kind of get the idea.
You know what? We got the idea. Thanks so much again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for stopping by.
Lovely chatting with you, John. Cheers.